Hi Kiwi and welcome back to a new episode of Hades 2. Today we're going to be taking the Flame Maracas and going for an Underworld run. Since we don't have any testaments, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm actually feeling pretty under the weather, but I wanted to record since my throat is finally within the capabilities of maintaining dialogue for or commentary for hopefully at least an hour. Here we go.
I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
You face the Titan in the lowest depths. That much I knew before your headmistress confirmed you vanquished him, as I had faith you would. If his life force is like grains of sand, then you took one. Eventually, all.
Do you think we'll get to build a sandcastle when we're all said and done? That would be fun. Wolf Howl, your hex makes you rise up and crash down in a target area for 200 damage. We'll take it just because it's got the full moon. So, where have I been? I mean, as far as the channel is concerned, I haven't gone anywhere. I've been here the whole time, but I have not recorded a Hades 2 episode in over a week. It is, at time of recording, a few days after New Year's. This is my first Hades 2 playthrough of the new year, but I actually checked the save file. I haven't played since December 24th, so also Merry Christmas, I guess. So anyway, yeah, Kiwi and I got, I don't know if it's a cold or the flu, but we certainly got it from her parents, and nothing like infectious Christmas spirit if ever there was some. At this point, it's just a mild head cold for me that remains, a little bit in the chest, but mostly just nasal congestion. Poseidon on this run, honestly, sure, whatever. I took the Moonbeam because I didn't really know what I wanted to start the run with, and I figured we need to level it up anyway. I'm going to want to level up all the keepsakes at one point or another, so we'll just let the fates decide what god we get, and then we'll kind of build our secondary keepsakes around, or we'll build our boons around that as far as like picking god keepsakes go. Anyway, so yeah, more on that in a second, I suppose.
We never used to have much contact with your father. So when Hades ceased communicating with Olympus, we figured he was back to his old ways. Turns out that old sneak Kronos got him. There was nothing we could do.
Alright, maybe if you stayed in better communication with your family, you could have done something. We'll take the attack. You know what, I've not done an attack build on Poseidon in a while, and we'll get a palm that'll up the damage. It's fixed damage, so the palm should up our damage on it fairly well. I don't actually know how well Poseidon plays on the twin, on the twin flames, or the umbral torches, that's what they're called. But I imagine it does pretty well since it's a relatively fast attack. Only 5 extra damage, but it adds up.
I found something.
Anyway, so Kiwi and I have unfortunately been sick. There was actually a day where we were, our throats were both so sore that we just spent the whole day texting each other, which was weird, kind of. We definitely had fun making fun of each other for our nonverbal communication skills. And then the communication through text was a lot of fun. But yeah, we've been a little bit what's the phrase I want to say here? Not indisposed of, is it? I guess that's kind of it. No matter. Either way, we're both feeling a lot better, just not perfect. So now that I can talk again, I figure let's play some Hades. I really have not had any ability to record. I want that Hephaestus gate, but honestly, I prioritize story rooms, especially early on when I can.
It's been too long.
When was the last time we seen Arachne? For me, it's been at least a week or two. We don't need to gift her yet.
Don't, my friend. Just... You don't need to look at me like that. You don't need to look at me at all. Look at the fineries I've made. Silk in every shape and color, see? It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is, Arachne. But to think I could have wronged you with an inadvertent glance just now. It's just I'm concerned for your safety out here.
Oh, there's no need for that. You see, my form included certain benefits. I get to live a long, long time to enjoy it. Besides, just because you found me here doesn't mean just anybody can.
Arachne undercover. Alright, let's see. Channel faster, I don't think we need. Use less magic to recharge hex. That could work for us for a bit, because I haven't really had to use enough magic to use my hex yet. But I honestly think I'm going to see how long I can last in Gilded Dress, because that gold adds up quickly. We still can't afford a shop, so we'll take Poseidon mini-boss and hope we get his curse. If we can get that, that would be great.
You can't stop me anymore.
I just have to watch out for these tentacles, because they are the things that are always most prone to hitting me. Also, I suppose that move, because I walk right into it. But we should have her phased any second now, and actually, I think this just kills her. Never mind, it doesn't, but there, it just shy of kills her.
Got you.
Easy peasy, and 10 gold. Let's see, Slippery Slope, there we go. Your splash effects from Poseidon inflict Froth, and Froth deals more damage by 50%. Froth is Poseidon's curse. When afflicted foes have a 25% chance to take a 75 damage, and that lasts for 3 seconds. Basically, every time you hit an enemy, they have a chance of taking an extra hit. which I like. Like on paper, it didn't sound that good. Oh, hi, Nem.
Missed all the fun. At least you won't have to get your hands dirty this time.
Nemesis, what are you doing here? Who's standing watch at the crossroads?
They'll manage. I'm on break. Tell Hecate you saw me, you'll regret it. And you're welcome here and safe, seeing as I cleared the path for you.
Well, thank you very much, Nem.
I don't need your aid in this, other than the responsibilities you've already been assigned.
Really? Look like you could use all the aid you can get. Here's something for your trouble. Then I
Oops. I need to figure out which door. Coin or magic? We take the coin here. Yeah. So if you didn't remember, Nemesis likes to choose a door before us and go through it, and then we're locked out of it, actually. So we need to be kind of quick on the draw. Pausing can help, but if you forget to pause or don't realize you're gonna... That's unfortunately why I skipped that last bit of dialogue, was because I was trying to pause, or I was trying to make sure that I could pause to see what room was going where, and I didn't realize that she still had a little bit more to say. We're gonna take another palm here, because again, more flat damage on the attack sounds great. Plus we have a... actually, what does more damage here? It's only a 25% chance for 70% damage. I think we'll stick with attack up. It adds up pretty quickly.
That was good.
Hi, Rocky. Hey there, bird friend. One day we will be friends.
You're always here.
We don't really need Hermes yet, and honestly, Demeter sounds really good because she'll offer us she will offer us a means of getting origination going, so our 2 curses does more damage sort of benefit from the Arcana. So we'll definitely want that. I'd probably take her cast first. Her special isn't a bad option because I can just charge up Omega Special and then have that rip and tear. But probably best option would be her cast. Definitely don't want her gain. I don't like standing still if I don't have to.
You bested Kronos again, didn't you, Flower? We always knew he could be beaten. I once saw to it myself. But can he be destroyed? The Witch of the Crossroads must know.
Let's see what we get here. There's her cast. So yeah, I think we take her cast over her special. Save the special for something like Zeus or maybe not Hestia, Zeus or Hephaestus, or I don't know. There are better options. I don't think Zeus definitely. Hephaestus, I don't know if I would count. We have a Chaos Gate here, which is actually awesome because it means we're guaranteed the shop too.
Little pain is all.
We'll take this. It may set us up for a little bit of failure into Hecate, but I'm not too worried. Hecate, I've learned the routing on pretty consistently. Oh hey. Dialogue.
In the silence of the infinite abyss lies infinite possibility, the limitless and unseen building blocks of all that has ever been conceived, and all that shall ever be.
It's really quite a lot.
Alright, Chaos, what have you got to say today?
There was a recent moment when time briefly ceased to be, and I alone could tell. I believe this coincided with your confrontation with Kronos. Now you return to me, attempting to repeat the same outcome. Interesting.
That we are, and we've repeated it so many times. Special does 86% more damage, channel faster, gain more gold. So my dash making me lose magic is a little bit inconvenient, but I can deal with that for the gold gain. This is not terrible, but I think I'd rather just get the gold. Oh, that free hammer versus the shop. I think we go for the hammer, honestly. A free hammer is definitely worth it this early. Take my money. Shame we don't have the Rod of Fishing yet. I see that little channel of fish over there. Channel your attack. When you channel attacks, you move and fire 20% faster. Your special creates 1 additional projectile. Your specials deal extra armor damage. I mean, Furious Blaze, attacking and fire and moving faster while attacking sound pretty phenomenal for the way I'm planning to build this around Poseidon's attack.
Lately, I dreamt of Father once again, when Kronos came for him, and you took me to safety. Except this time, I saw more than before.
'Twas no mere dream, of course. What more did you learn whilst you lingered thus?
Kronos demanded Father tell him how to locate the 3 fates. Kronos hates them, or feels threatened by them. He was searching for them all this time, and must have found them finally.
I wonder how Kronos found the fates.
Blast. Hermes suspected that this was the case, but has been unable to prove it beyond doubt. For now, let us proceed as though the fates themselves oppose us. As though we've nobody to count on save ourselves.
I like to think that maybe a little chaotic troll may have gooned Kronos into the situation. Okay, our froth damage is already like, our attack damage is already kind of pretty great. Like, the thing about Poseidon is I feel like he's really strong in, I mean, most fixed damage builds in Hades 1 and 2 are really strong in the early game, and then they must fall off a little bit in the late game until you get a decent secondary boon to just scale them. And we're doing pretty well for ourselves already. Just need to make sure that oh, whoa, how did I dodge all of that? Okay, that was actually incredible and definitely not intentional, but I just dodged everything. The ring that she shot, I dashed back and forth over while dodging her circle. That felt really cool. And you know what? We are melting our good old Hecate. Agreed. We dominated there. Wow. Good fight. For me, at least, not for her.
Impressive work to have evaded every strike. My own and that of my sisters as well.
Oh, she's praising us for not taking a single hit of damage the whole run. Cool. Or we probably got hit, but we didn't break armor. Actually, I guess no, I have damage right from chaos. So yeah, I didn't take a single hit the entirety of Erebus. I mean, I am playing one of the best weapons in the game for me personally. I don't know if it's the best weapon in the game necessarily, but it is for me. Okay, we are full HP. I probably spend the coin because we're going to get that Chaos Boon to pop. I want to get these prophecies filled out. So your attacks and specials deal 200% damage while not empowered by boons, so that'll benefit our special. And we gain 2 mystery seeds. And we still have enough to buy 2 boons out of the shop, which is great. So I think, based on the way we're building, I don't actually really need any other gods. I could probably finish the run with the 2 boons I have, especially if I just kept getting Poseidon or Demeter. So do I have... Ooh, okay. I'm going to take the aromatic phial. The reason for that is I already drank from the fountain. Never mind. Maybe the next floor. I guess we'll save that too, because I mean, metallic droplet maybe? None of these actually do much for me. I guess let's go chaotic and take the embryo. Gain a random common chaos blessing every 8 encounters, replace it.
The embryo.
If we make it to the end of the floor and remove it, the chaos blessing becomes permanent, which is really cool. We got strike, which I think benefits our attack actually. What do we get? What is this? This one? Wait, oh, Transcendent Strike. Your attacks deal 47% more damage. Cool. It's not going to benefit the Poseidon damage. It only benefits the base damage, I believe. But still, since we're focusing around our attack damage in any capacity is still more damage. So, not going to complain too much there.
That's cold.
It will not make it through. We're not going to get to preserve it, though. It's definitely going to run out before we finish Oceanus. And we'll absolutely have 8 encounters before then. I presume? I don't actually... Like, in Hades 1... there's like I assume that Hades 2 has the same rule set as Hades 1, where like after a certain number of chambers you're expecting to see the boss. So like in Hades 1 I think it's 11 in Tartarus.
What's in this one? And
then 11 like I think 8 in Asphodel, and then either 11 or 12 I think in Elysium, and then Tartarus is 50% chance at 2 rooms to find the Satyr Sack, and it scales from there up to a 5 sack, which has a less than 2% chance of happening, and yet we saw it happen more than on a few fair occasions where we really didn't want it to happen. Should probably also mention that I am down a right eye today, so not only am I sniffly and a little chesty, I had my eye problem, my dry eye happen overnight again. And unfortunately, it has impaired my right eye's vision severely. Like, I cannot read the money counter without looking with my left eye, which is probably a bad thing. We'll take the palm slice here, and it hits Slippery Slope. Excellent. Okay, that'll make our froth damage do more. We'll absolutely take Demeter here, too. Sprint Weed Killer. Okay, or Steady Growth. I don't think I'm going to take Steady Growth this late into the run. Like, if it shows up in Erebus, I'll consider it. Most other instances, unless I don't have a better option, I won't consider. Weed Killer will be good once we get magic regen. Zeus's magic regen isn't bad. Apollo's is probably better for us because we don't burn through magic that quickly, although with Weed Killer we will. Thinking, I mean, never a bad choice to take Zeus here, and on our special we'd be doing tons of damage. I think we prioritize magic regen. I think I want to lock in Zeus because we're going to have a mini boss here, and that means whoever we get is going to do a lot for us. I saw him getting ready for an attack, so I bailed out. Really wish my attacks were focusing on the boss rather than anything else, but we can only be so lucky. The auto reticle, the art of targeting in Hades has always been a bit of a point of contention for me. We did unfortunately take a hit there.
Now, where exactly are you, young lady? The outskirts of Poseidon's realm, it seems. You mean to circumnavigate your father's domain. Why confront the armies of Kronos head-on when you could go around? A clever move.
I would go face first, because that's just how I play games. So we did not get Zeus's call or mana gain, magic gain boon, so we'll take Heaven Flourish. That's a lot of extra damage for us. We won't be able to benefit from it until we have more magic. And I mean, I could take the max magic there, but oh, look at that! I'd never noticed, but the pottery here are shaped like snail shells. That's really cool. I appreciate the art, and then I break it. We'll take this because there's a Forget-Me-Not here, and I want whatever we need for meta progression more than I want like I said before, this run is already strong enough. Even if I can't use my Omega attacks reliably yet, oh, there goes our armor. That's fine. We got the Chaos Boon after we got a fair bit of gold out of that one Arachne dress, so I'm not going to complain too much. Like, I believe there's an achievement for getting Arachne's armor through Kronos. If we ever want to go for that achievement, I would definitely take the Silken Sash from the very first room.
Special delivery.
So Kram somehow got hold of the three fates. That isn't good. Not sure what we can do about it, Em. At least now everybody on Olympus knows. I figured it was time. Got us a bit on edge, though we do hide it pretty well.
Yeah, you guys seem to be rather upbeat in all situations. Stutter, step, dash more frequently, Omega moves faster, or travel deal. Your first purchase in each location costs 5% less, and then another item appears afterwards. That means we could, with all the money gain, double up on boon purchases potentially, so I think I'll take travel deal for this one. That Chaos Boon that gives us basically doubles our gold gain is going to be pretty substantial for us. And Sacrificial Hints. Sacrifice boons will be offered as soon as possible, and they gain 2 levels. Your Omega moves deal 50% more damage. So, travel deal actually affects the Well of Charon. Hold on, I need to assess something. What is this? Each location. So that means each of the floors, right? So I could waste it here to complete Prophecy, or I don't. I don't think I do that. I want to keep that for the shop, I think. We'll go ahead and take the story room again. We have oh, well, I saw that limestone a little too late. That's really frustrating. We even have the ding. I have no excuse.
Definitely so, like, oh, I mean, for real.
He gets it, man, for real.
The mirror sheen of the standing waters all about, revealed to denizens of Oceanus their full selves, to their horror or to their delight.
I wonder what Narcissus sees when he sees himself in this game. I hope he explains it.
Good view.
Rude.
Man, she's not so bad. She doesn't stay for long. Soon it'll just be you and me again. And all those shades back there.
It sounds like Narcissus just needs some space, and no one respects that.
Pardon the interruption, Narcissus. Were you just speaking to your own reflection there?
They're always quick to judge, aren't they? Look, Laurel, or whatever your name is, you'll never understand what I've got. Don't even try.
My name is Belgian Melanois. Alright. HP. Oh, a free boon. Or, grasp is tempting. We get so much grasp from the Charon shop in the Crossroads, though, so I'm not super committal to that idea. Magic would be helpful, but I think a magic regain boon would be more important. So let's take the free boon. Let's take the free boon. This may give us our 4th god, too, which I'm fine with. Oh, hello, Zeus. Let's see. Static Shock. Static Shock is kind of funny with our current build. I am honestly very tempted by that. Power Surge could work with us pretty well too. I think objectively though, Static Shock is hilarious for this build because we are kind of running a fixed damage build to begin with.
Lotus.
So, and a rapid attacking sort of fixed damage build. So let's just do it. Like, if only we could apply Jolted with that, but we don't really need to. We have Blitz on the special. Once we get ourselves a nice juicy magic regen boon or something of that nature, we'll be set, and we're gonna do so much damage. There's Apollo. I have enough coin to double up in the shop, and we were saving our coin for that. I honestly would rather just take the free Apollo and get his magic gain, though. I think honestly, even his dash wouldn't be bad. Another way to apply origination. We'll take this. It's the lamer option, but it guarantees us what we want.
The other evening, we lost contact with you in the deepest level of the Underworld. Soon after, though, our enemies flew into disarray, at least for a while. Your doing, wasn't it? Fine work.
Thanks, Apollo. Alright, Sprint, Light Smite. No one wants to give us their magic regain, but like I said, his Sprint is really not a bad option, so we'll take that too. That's fine. And then we hit the sirens.
You followed our song. Well, if it isn't the little name dropper. Off to see your good friend Mr. Kronos again, huh? He loves our act. He'll drown before you take his sponsorship away from us.
The question, so I guess he's supporting them, but I'd like to think that Skill is just gaslighting us and saying that we have Kronos' support, and in fact, he has no idea that they even exist. Although I have a picture of him if he ever mellows out to just be wearing like a little white headband with the like glow sticks, just being an absolute Skillistan. I would love some fan art of that. I'm sure someone has done it already because the internet is crazy and brilliant.
We're not after any sponsorships from him, and we're not friends. We merely have some business to resolve, which you continue to impede night after night.
Business? With him? Then you must be somebody's kid. No way you'd have connections like that on your own. You know, some of us had to earn our spotlight, lady.
I mean, she's not actually wrong. Nepotism is a kind of a thing in this mythology potentially, and not to mention, I mean, we are his granddaughter. The best part about this is even if I don't have my Omega attack right now, like lightning, Static Shock or whatever our chain lightning ability that we got from Zeus is just doing so much extra damage. Okay, it's not actually that added up to 128. Oh wow, we took a lot of damage there. I haven't really gained any HP this run now that I realize this. I should probably focus on some tankiness. Demeter gives us some survivability with Snow Queen, so we'll look for that. Otherwise, I mean, I could 5-God Hephaestus, but I don't think it's ever really worth 5-Godding unless you're doing a silly gimmick. I mean, objectively speaking, we have all the things we need for DPS at this point. Oops. Goodbye, Roxy. You didn't even stand a chance. You just stood there and took it. Or sat. I guess she was sitting, right? I mean, can you sit with a tail fin? I guess not. I'm thinking too hard about this. This is fine. Well, definitely not as clean an Oceanus as our Erebus was, but nonetheless, I mean, our DPS is fine. Whoops. Okay.
Catchy song.
The yellow damage that we get from the Zeus boon actually isn't that much. It's only like 110 from a whole chain of attacks, which I guess makes sense because the Static Shock only does 10 damage. The Zeus does have a secondary boon that will buff it. Darn it! I am so bad at using the aromatic file. I wanted to use that, but I forgot. So, I guess... What do I want at this point? I've got the 2 Poseidon boons I really needed. I've gotten a good Zeus boon. We still need magic regen. Okay, think about it from that perspective. Whose magic regen would I want of the 4 gods we have? We've got Zeus, Poseidon, Demeter, and Apollo. Oh, you know what? We haven't given Apollo a keepsake yet, or gotten Apollo's keepsake yet, so we'll have to give him a gift. I think with that in mind, I mean, Zeus is objectively the best option here. Really, I almost don't want to take God Keepsakes at this point, but I don't think there's really a better option for us aside from maybe Silver Wheel. Increase our max magic, and I don't actually know if this max magic is temporary or lasts the full night. I'm gonna take it. Let's find out. We can get some levels onto it. It's probably not gonna level up just going through Erebus, but we could use the max magic until we get a magic boon, so I'll take it. Objectively speaking, best option probably would have been to take Zeus's Thunderbangle and go for another Zeus boon to either get his secondary for Omega damage instantly pops Blitz or increased damage on Static Shock, the chain lightning ability. But this is fine too. I mean, objectively speaking, we're not in a bad spot, but we need a survivability, and in that case, maybe Demeter would have been the correct choice, honestly.
Got their attention, huh?
I know these guys were optional, but I'm gonna go fighting them immediately because, oh my goodness, bail out, leave me alone, leave me alone. Rush down, like these, I will say these enemies are so much more manageable than chariots right now. I have a feeling I'm gonna have a much harder time with them when I have whatever forced over times equivalent in this game is. Just making enemies attack 40% faster just sounds terrifying on any sort of rush down enemy. Thankfully there aren't that many of them. Alright, I think we keep loading this into the attack for now. Granted, if we get Zeus's infusion boon, air quality, it makes our minimum damage 30, so it's now at the point where that would still benefit us, or wouldn't actually, it's at the point where that wouldn't benefit us on the attack, except it would be still pretty solid on our Static Shock damage, so, oh, I don't know.
Flourish.
It has some merit still. Okay, there's a Nectar over there. Let's kill you guys, although I doubt you're gonna drop me coin. We're gonna take you out just because I don't want to deal with any of your windy nonsense. I said I don't want to deal with any of your windy nonsense, sir. There's our second Hammeter or guaranteed higher rarity Demeter. Huh. I really don't want Tranquil gain her magic regeneration, but yeah, I think I'm going to take the Hammer. The Hammer's more fun anyway, and we have prophecies to fulfill with that, so that seems reasonable to me. Let's see, where are all the things here? There's a hammer, there's a palm. Okay, we're going to the left because everything's to the left. Fair enough. Allow me to start. I definitely wasted my cast, but no one had to see that. Unfortunately, no god boons in this room, so I can't guarantee myself a magic regen. But on the bright side, even if we are burning through magic really fast, again, we are more than fair on DPS. I haven't used my Hex at all, despite starting with Seleni's Keepsake. Oops. Inverted Blaze. Your attacks linger for 2 seconds and then launch back towards you after you dash. That sounds pretty strong for our build. I'll take that, please. Thank you very much. I'll go for this. Yeah, I'll kill you on the way here. I'll take this magic first, please. Even a little bit magic adds up, I suppose. Not really. 5 magic is not enough for us to use the Weed Killer enhanced Omega attack, so... Okay, gotta be careful around these guys. They jump, they have big hops, but they also get melted. We have a lot of damage, and like I feel like once we get our magic situated, whatever. Wolf Owl doesn't seem that good. I'm sure the Path of Stars makes it stronger. We haven't gotten a Path of Stars yet. Okay, we'll go ahead and put this on the attack now. Our attacks do 40 damage a hit. We do a lot of base damage for a fixed damage build, which is always a good time. And it seems no matter the level, it's always 5 more damage. Wow, we're a good ways away from the exit to this area. We're sitting at a good amount of HP, so I think we're in a good spot. Oh, there's Demeter. Oh, come on, Demeter, show up when I don't have better options. Echo is so fun. I like Echo. I don't really need her stuff, but like I said, I've been prioritizing story rooms because there's story to be had in them. And I don't think we've... You know what? We have not gotten Echo's Keepsake. I can't give her one yet.
Have to press on, press on, press on.
Maybe after the dialogue, but I don't think so. Let's go ahead and... I feel like I want to take Boon Boon Boon. There's a chance we got a god from a previous run that I don't want. Nah, let's do it. Let's take Boon 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 and see what happens.
Be strong, okay?
Winner's Circle, Trusty Sheep. Oh, hey, that would actually... Ooh, oh, okay. So we've got some extremely incredible options. Like, these are, like, perfect. Well, okay, maybe not Winner's Circle. Winner's Circle's whatever, but Secret Crush is amazing for us because we're built around attack damage. And Trusty Shield would give us the defense that we want. I think of the two, I'm going to go more damage because it's more fun. Now we have 5 more base damage on the attack on top of everything else. And the hammer we got that increases the damage by 20% should help there. I kind of want to go to the right path because I could use the magic and I definitely could use the HP, but Zeus, Coin, and Selene, it's hard to pass on that. Zeus's magic regen would actually work great for us here. It fully restores our magic every set amount of seconds. We just have to make sure that we pick up the things. So this is an interesting way to play. Shoot. I hate these things. I hate these things so much. These guys are going to be awful. Oh my goodness, these guys are going to be awful with extreme measures on. All right, this is a free Path of Stars. Let's see. The Hex also deals damage before you rise up. Didn't know you could do that. I've actually not used Wolf Howl much at all in any of my runs previously, so I'm not too familiar with how it works. After using your Hex, you can use it one more time in the next 3 seconds. Okay, that makes it a little bit better. After using your Hex, you gain armor that lasts for 3 seconds. I'm checking the, like, little side paths first because these usually give you something extra. Your Hex also inflicts the effect of Rush Boon on 5 enemies, so that would make it so enemies would be blinded. That's actually kind of useful. More power would be very helpful. I think we're not charging this up very well, so I'm going to start with that. And then of these two, I think I want this one more, so we have to cross over somehow. I don't think that's happening. Move 5% faster this encounter, 50% area, 20% damage to armor. Not going to ever be able to use it because they'll be out of armor by the time I can. After you use your Hex, you move faster, 50 power, gain armor for 3 seconds. I mean, that's not a bad option, objectively speaking. I guess let's rush for that armor. 5% faster, power, and armor every time we use it for 3 seconds. We can use it defensively now, so it should be useful. And we're going to get another Path of Stars, so I can start building down that other path. Objectively speaking, we're not likely going to see another Path of Stars to get the rest of what we want, but maybe we will. Who knows? I really kind of like this this hammer that makes us dash, makes these things retract into us, because if I play smart, I usually dash defensively, but if I dash away from an enemy after hitting them, they'll just get hit a second time. And I assume that triggers the Poseidon boon a second time too. Let's see, 50% larger area isn't bad, but not appealing to me. I think we just start going down this route. So, fastest way to do so, more power or more damage to armor. I think we'll take the more power. 1, 2, yeah, it's the same distance either way. So 20% more damage to armor, 50 more power, or 5% faster. I think we'll take the 50 power. We want the sex to actually do some damage, right? Did I find the golden bow? I don't think I did, because I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Oops. Once we find the Zeus spoon, we will hopefully get his magic regen. Although, I will be honest, if he offers something more appealing, I will probably take that. Because I honestly, at this point, like, if we get basically the only option that's more appealing to me is his magic, than his magic regen boon, is his enhancement for static shock. Because more damage from that, it will synergize with our build pretty well. Oh, you're a big guy. Can I freeze you? Why didn't my cast go off? There we go. Just immediately pop her. Oh, what's hitting me? I don't even know. Oh, it's her tentacles always sneak up and grab me like that. Unfortunate. All right, Zeusy, give us something good, please.
I accept this message.
Ionic Gain, there it is. Or Power Surge, no, Lightning Lance. Okay, so best option is his magic regen. We get full magic every 10 seconds, which is a pretty lengthy bit of time to wait for those sorts of things, but we'll take it. I mean, again,
Illuminate my path.
objectively speaking, we don't need it too heavily. Okay, I need to remember I have Traveler's Deal, so we buy the boon first rather than the cheap palm slice that shows up or whatever. Aphrodite? Aphrodite, what are you doing here? We have 4 gods, though. No, we don't. Okay, we don't actually have 4 gods. I don't actually know what Aphro offers here that I would want, but we'll take it. Oh, you know what? She has some incredible supportive boons.
After all, and just in time to face the gravest threats along your path. So may my blessing bring you victory.
Shameless Attitude and, what is it? Shameless Attitude and the one that... Life Affirmation, Spiritual Affirmation, one of those two. Those would be great. Those are what we're looking for. Spiritual Affirmation or Shameless Attitude. Ooh, okay, I got both of them? I mean, more magic, more HP is objectively what we need, but 7% bonus damage if I'm above 80% HP, and 14% bonus damage if I am above 80%. This sounds too good to pass up. We'll go buy the Palm Slice now, and then we'll buy... Oh, that hit Slippery Slope. Okay, great. That's a good portion of our damage. Wispy Wiles. Okay. You have my attention. Gain a chance to dodge for each air boon you have. 2% dodge chance per air boon. That gives us 10% dodge chance right off the bat. That's incredible. And if we get any more Zeus boons or Aphrodite boons.
Don't you, my lord? About the 3 fates. That Kronos has your sisters in his thrall. Lord Moros is safe with us, at least.
Poor guy's real worried about his sisters.
Do you truly think so?
Alright, well, I guess maybe he thinks they're fine. Aaron's probably right. He knows a lot about these things.
Step aside, are you?
Alright. So I saw the thunder bullet spawn. Look at all that extra damage that our hammer makes us do there. That was pretty cool. Alright. Feeling out. Whoa! Oh my goodness, like everything about that evasion was perfect, and it shouldn't have been, because I definitely didn't mean it to be. Alright, watch all that damage. Boom. Okay, I'm turning around on this hammer. Not that I was ever against it, I haven't really used it before. I bet it's really strong on some other boons too, or on some other builds too. Wow, we are definitely doing well for ourselves, and it looks like actually the Zeus magic regen is good enough. We're using our magic slower than I thought we were. Maybe that max magic gain that we got from Selene, or not Selene, from Hecate's Keepsake helped a bit. Oh, let's do this. Bam. 600. Okay, 608 damage with origination going isn't bad. Toss out a blitz there. Where are you going, doggo? There you are. Yeah, I think we're pretty well off on terms of damage. I think we're really well off in terms of damage. Okay. Well, I mean, it's the Umbral Flames.
Ferociously or merely played, 3-headed terror Cerberus does not let on.
Alright. You know, what I'm thinking about is we've got a really good synergy going between Zeus and Poseidon, because we're hitting so often that we're very likely to... It's only a 25% chance, but when you're hitting non-stop, and the base damage is like a fixed damage, rather than based on the damage you deal, every hit you deal does a ton of... It gives a chance of activating Froth, and it just does a ton of damage. You know what we need? There's a Hermes boon that increases the odds of your percent-based boons activating. That would work incredibly well with a Poseidon build, I bet. That said, what do we take into the final floor? Honestly, there isn't much that I need at this point. I don't need to force a god. I don't even get guaranteed that a god will show up in the first place. We can't take Chaos's keepsake. I mean, I could just take Evil Eye. I mean, more damage to Kronos does sound good. Deal 20% damage to the last foe that vanquished you, currently Kronos. I guess we'll take that.
The eye.
20% more damage with the amount of damage that we already have sounds pretty solid. Your next Well of Charon item with a duration will instead expire after 2 Guardians. Well, okay. Oh, I forgot I had travel deal. Whatever. We're gonna fill out the prophecy. Sacrifice boons will be offered as soon as possible and gain an extra 2 levels. 40 coin for 8 ash does not sound worth it, and we're at full HP, so I think we're good.
The vengeful princess once more finds herself within a groaning old official passageway to Tartarus. Perhaps the very place her Titan foe used to escape his eons of imprisonment.
Crawled up from the lowest depths, did he? Unseen.
I'm using the character dialogue as moments to sniffle. I'm hopeful that my sniffling isn't getting picked up. It doesn't look like the mic is triggering on sniffle, but
This must be how the chambers rearrange.
but yeah. The good thing to recognize is that, one second.
Ever-shifting chambers, realign.
The good thing to recognize is that I can definitely record again, which is good. The downside that I'm realizing is that the longer I talk, the more my nose starts to run, probably because the vibrations of my vocal cords just kind of rattling the inside of my nose. Whoop. Managed to get out of that with a well-timed cast or dash, I'm not sure which, but at least I didn't get hit. I gotta be careful. If I dash too early, the attack doesn't actually travel its full distance first. Okay, good to know. That's not a problem necessarily, but it is something to be aware of. But my goodness, our damages are so many damages. All right. Ooh, okay, what do we got here?
Poppy flower seeds.
Poppy flower seeds. Okay, we'll definitely take as many extra chambers as we can, especially coin chambers. They're gonna be fun because, wow, this is a tiny room. Because we can afford to. May as well charge up my Omega Special, get some extra blitz damage, because, I mean, you know, we still don't have a magic gain boon now that I realize it. Hopefully we'll see at least one god this run and get that. Use that defensively for the armor. That should finish him. There we go. Okay, easy. Anyway, yeah, we have enough DPS, and we can very easily afford to take these extra chambers on this run for sure.
Virulenz.
I do miss the notion of kind of the guaranteed bonus rooms, because sometimes you go through all of Tartarus and don't get a single bonus room, and it feels kind of lame. It is what it is. There's Aphrodite. Her gain is objectively the one I want least, because I don't want to be forced to stand next to enemies. Also, I'm realizing we do have a gain boon. I've been using it, and it's Zeus. Never mind. I'm fine. I know what I'm talking about. I absolutely know what I'm talking about. The crazy thing is, like, these rodents that he summons are just going to get melted by the Demeter cast immediately, because it just does so much rapid damage. Alright. Passion Rush. No interest in that. Heartbreaker, Healthy Rebound. I guess we just take Healthy Rebound, although I think we're at the point where if I take a hit, I'm below 70% to begin with. Heartthrobs, I could argue, or maybe we do Heartthrob. I guess I'll take Heartthrob. I don't think we're going to benefit from Healthy Rebound that much. I'm kind of annoyed at myself for missing that limestone in Narcissus's room. Definitely could have been avoided. Hey, daddies. Alright, what boon are you going to give us today? I would consider Cinerary Circle today.
Feared watchdog Cerberus regards the princess with his 6 expectant eyes.
Good boy. I'm sorry I can't pet you yet, but don't worry, there will come a day where we give you the best pets imaginable, and you will love it.
When Kronos took our family and the house, and you bade the Witch of the Crossroads take me, I remember it somehow, or dreamt of it. Did he demand you tell him of the fates?
How could you possibly? Perhaps the fates themselves permitted you that bit of insight. My father sought them, but I revealed nothing. Couldn't have even if I so desired, for no one knows where those 3 are save them.
Wait, you never told Kronos how to find the fates? Then how did he? Because he's captured them. Not long ago, perhaps, but nonetheless, I'm certain of it.
You know, actually, I'm kind of curious. How do they know for a fact that the Fates were captured? Because, I mean, We just know that Kronos was looking for them. We never established that he captured them, at least not in a flashback or any direct dialogue yet, unless Moros is like, I can't commune with my sisters, but I don't think we've had that dialogue yet.
What? No. But if this is true, now that my father's plan for conquest is much closer to fruition than I thought, if not even they could stop him. Daughter, what chance do you have?
All right.
We've every chance in the world.
I'm going to go for the prophecy on this one because this definitely feels like a run where I can afford to play kind of silly. Igaro's dash would be fun, but I'm going to be dashing away from him rather than closer to him. So, Deep Descent. In your confrontation, Kronos summons 50% fewer enemies.
Go, daughter.
That honestly kind of hurts our build, I think, because it will make fewer things that we can trigger our Poseidon and Zeus spoons off of. But it's fine. It is actually fine. Like I said, we're not hurting for damage. And just our single target DPS is almost as good as our multi-hit, our multi-target DPS. I mean, look at that. We're popping these fully armored enemies in an instant. Man, like, I can't believe how much better they made the torches play. I know I've said this several times now, but for the first iteration of the torches were rough, and they were like they were one of my least favorite weapons, and now they are amongst my favorite. They feel so good to play, actually, which is kind of wild because, like, I don't think I've ever played anything like this. Not that I've played many games that are of similar nature to Hades in any capacity, but still, it plays so smooth. Like, yeah, you slow down a little bit when you're attacking, unless you get the hammer that prevents that. And I don't even feel like that's a detriment. I mean, the dash synergizes well enough. There's our Path of Stars, potentially. I have a lot of money. Oh my goodness, I have a lot of money. Okay, did I take any damage? I still haven't taken damage, so we'll take the bones. Oh, okay. Her location is per room. I didn't understand that. Okay. Unless I'm mistaken and I've wasted it now. Unsure. Your next Well of Charon item with a duration will expire after 2 guardians. I mean, this just lasts anyway, so I'll just take it. Witch's Mark extended. Hooray. Interesting that that closed out of the shop. Didn't know it did. I guess if you extend a boon, it... Weird. Oh well. Anyway, so... Where was I? So yeah, I'm definitely sick, but the good news is aside from desperately wanting to blow my nose, because I could really do with that, I was honestly considering doing it during the Hades commentary, and I'm like, I'm going to forget to mute that in post, and I don't want anyone to have to listen to that, because it's going to be an awful sound. It's going to be an objectively awful sound. It's fine. I'm holding out. We're so close to the run, and we're going to have so much dialogue, I'll probably have a chance to do it later. Alright, next Path of Stars. Ooh, that can get us here. After using your Hex, you can use it one more time. That's a lot of damage, actually. That's a lot of damage! Alright, 5% faster, 20% armor. Can use the Hex an additional 1 time. What else do we want? Probably this one. You also deal damage when you rise up. Row, rise up. The Rush Spoon application is not bad, but I think this is objectively the most DPS. We're looking for DPS on this more than anything else. Bonus Palms? Okay, more coin. Well, I definitely think we're going to be buying out Charon's shop again on this run. It's funny that we've had, I think that happened last run if I'm not mistaken, and it felt good, so I'm not going to complain. I am taking a lot of damage. We do have a Death Defiance, and we have Strength card active. I am running both Death Defiance and Strength, and I really don't need to. Objectively speaking, one or the other is fine, probably. Especially when I'm running Torches. When I'm running Torches especially, I really don't have to care too much about the risk-reward system of Strength, I think. I am taking more damage than I would like, though. So I'm going to bail out and do this again. Bam. Alright, Wolf Howl doesn't feel terrible, and all of the crits we're getting are quite nice. Wow. 15 more damage on the attack. Or, I mean, Weed Killer would be funny, but I don't think we can benefit from it enough. So let's put another 15 damage on the attack that's already just hard carrying us, and another Path of Stars. I really feel like we don't need anything more from the Path of Stars at this point, but I'm having so much fun, I don't really want the run to end, so forgive me for indulging a little bit longer. Granted, this could throw the run if I take damage in this room. Yeah, it very well could be the situation where a single hit is what costs us the run, and I'm well aware of that. Grab that. I think most of my damage has actually come from the trap, so I just need to be mindful of that, because I'm mostly just focusing on holding attack and dashing away. So, as long as I'm a little bit more careful, we should be fine. Alright, we just fill out the Path of Stars entirely now. I didn't actually read the effects of any of those.
His hidden strength.
Okay. I wish there was some sort of interaction if you like fully maxed out her Path of Stars. I feel like that would be pretty cool. Maybe they do have some custom dialogue later in the run, or maybe if you get another Path of Stars, it just gives you coins. That's what happens when you get too many god boons, or if you get an entire god's pool of boons. If you get another god, or if you get the same god again, they just offer you money. I think that's what happens. I'm actually not sure. I know with palm, I think I'm mixing it up with palms. I know with palms, if you have no boons to palm, then you get money from buying a palm. Oh, my voice is going on me. Did you hear that? I desperately need to blow my nose. Okay. Anyway, we have got ourselves a Chronos to beat, and we've got HP to gain. Wow, we're just gonna buy everything here. We are, really, aren't we? Max magic. Oh, wait. I forgot to buy the boon first. I did the thing again, Kiwi. We'll buy the moon dust, that's fine. Can I still afford everything else? I can, actually. Okay, not bad. We'll take the palm first. Slippery slope, sure. Apollo, if you don't mind. Ooh. All of these, except for this one, are fun. Extra dose just isn't nearly as good as it sounds, but I mean, it would fit our build the most. Self-healing would guarantee that I win. It'll heal me for 30% of any damage I take over several oh, actually, we don't even have enough fire boons, so I can't use it. So Beach Ball. Beach Ball's funny, Kiwi. I absolutely see a dash-only run where I use Beach Ball. It would be a lot of fun, actually. But let's see. I mean, for our build, Extra Dose is so funny, but we do have a prophecy that's required to get all the duo boons, and I don't think we've been offered Beach Ball yet, so I'm going to take it. As silly as Extra Dose would be on this build, which makes us have an 8% chance of our attack hitting twice, Beach Ball is also really funny. So you run and you generate this orb, and then you stop running and it fires and does a big AoE splash. It's basically Poseidon's cast almost from Hades 1.
Quick dip.
I don't think I'm going to do the dash only Chronos fight in this one, but I absolutely could.
Refreshing.
Kiwi. Do I do it, Kiwi? I kind of want to do it because it's funny.
Young to know what it was like before the gods reshaped the world to be like this. Mortals did not have to die in agony and waste away within this pit. A simpler age, and all the better for it.
He sounds nostalgic for things that he doesn't necessarily understand how it affected others.
All the better because you controlled every detail, is that it? You couldn't stand that others had a different outlook than your own. You went to war with your own children. After eating them whole, so they say.
They were delicious.
They say a lot of things. They went to war with me. My offspring and my other charges did not always take to discipline. I had too many to look after to take cheek from anyone. And you, my girl, are not entitled to anything more.
He didn't want to take cheek, so he gave cheek instead by stuffing them in his mouth. I know that's not what he meant. Okay, Kiwi, hear me out. We do not have the HP for this, but that never has stopped me from doing stupid things before. We're gonna try the dash-only Chronos fight, because this episode was actually making a decent time at being finished at a reasonable... Okay, never mind. We're not doing this. Okay, that was a mistake. I'm sorry, Chronos. I'm sorry. Lesson learned. I need to be a lot more built for a dash-only run if I'm gonna make that work. Lesson learned. Oh, hello. Dodge that with the cast, thankfully. Like, we have the DPS, but not if we're going to do dash-only. Like, the issue with dash-only challenge is that we're using our one defensive tool offensively, and he can do half of our HP in one hit. I don't like that, so I don't want to deal with it. So I'm not going to deal with it. I'm going to play smart and accept that when we have more Arcana, when we can afford to play more silly, we'll play more silly. Speaking of which, yeah. Strength is active. We take 40 or 30. I think it's 30% reduced damage, so it's not a lot just yet, but try and get as much damage off as we can on him, then dash through him. I can get armor from this. I should use that. Oh, he dodged. All right, I am in a dangerous state of life right now. I need magic so that I can generate my cast, or my I want to call it call. I know it's not my call. Oh gosh, don't get hit by that. That will one-shot us. That little ding 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 will one-shot us for sure. I dodged that pretty well. Grab the magic here, kill his friends. I gotta be careful because I do kind of get ice physics for a little bit when I'm using the... Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Please, 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 please. Okay, we've got him. This is free. That was a little sketchy. I'm surprised that didn't kill us.
You truly think you gods are better fit to rule this world than I?
No one's fit to rule the world. The rule can't be ruled. What? The world can't be ruled. Never mind. Go.
We both know that is not what this is about, Titan. And all that plagues this world is not getting any better while we perpetuate it.
I have to say, compared to Hades from Hades 1, like the final boss fight of the 4th floor, the final bosses of this game, it may just be I haven't fought them enough, but they are way better at hitting me without forced overtime on than baseline Hades is. Their move pool is a little bit more varied and harder to predict for me, I guess.
If not this world, my girl, then what is this about? Do you suppose? What is this about?
Probably family drama. It's usually family drama. You need some Zagreus in your life. All right, there we go. We had so much attack damage, and not like just base attack damage, but everything in between. So we had 4% crit chance on the attack, which with how fast we were attacking felt like it happened pretty often. Why is it honoring tenacity? Honestly, tenacity did kind of save our arse in this run, to be honest. So, but 55 damage on the attack. We had Arctic Ring to get origination going, plus Blinding Flash, plus Heaven's Flourish, although I didn't really use it that much, did I? Then we got, where is it? Weed Killer for the 50% extra damage every 3 attacks when we use our Omega attack, assuming I have the magic. We did actually manage to keep Transcendent Strike from that Chaos keepsake. We attacked and moved 20% faster. We did 10 damage every hit we landed between our attack and our special. Our attacks lingered, so when we dashed, they came back. So they triggered all of those effects a second time. We got an additional 5 base damage. Anything else? Like, it was a pretty... And then Shameless Attitude, of course, 7% base damage. Origination going for an extra 50%, or I think we're at like 35 or 40% at current state. Heartthrob was whatever. The dodge chance, I don't know if we actually dodged anything significant, but I'd like to think it probably helped. And then Slippery Slope on top of all that. With all of those hits, a 50 or a 25% chance to do almost 150 damage. It's probably like 140 per Froth. Yeah, look at our total DPS. Our base attack did the most. Poseidon's Waves and Froth were up there though, and Chain Lightning too. So fun build, and actually very fun build. What do we honor? We honor the attack, of course. I'm going to honor Tenacity because it really did save our arse for that run. Wispy Wiles probably helped too. I just don't have a good sense of how much. Slippery Slope, Chain Lightning, where are you? And then the Hammer, I think we honor, and we'll call it there. Inverted Blaze, there we go. And I guess that Furious Blaze. Good run, good run. I definitely got cocky at the end and probably could have thrown the whole thing if I wasn't careful. And I wasn't careful, mind you. I just got lucky, frankly.
Such power.
All right, let's go say goodnight to Ziggle Zaggle, and then in theory, our plants should be grown, and in the next episode, we will be able to finally traverse the surface and have our first surface run. No guarantees on a win there, that's for sure.
To the abyss of the subconscious, I descend.
I think with the interest of getting the best possible outcome, I might take my best weapon that I have accessible to me right now, which may not actually be accessible. I'll have to review my options, but...
Night and darkness, guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time.
I feel like if we're gonna go to the surface, we should try and get our first win on the surface on the first run, right? Like, objectively speaking, the surface is much harder than the Underworld, and that was by intent.
The mirror certainly has come in handy, I must say. And I would very much appreciate if it would come in handy again now. Or now. Anytime.
How about now?
Is that you, Melanoi? I can hardly see you anymore. Blast.
Zagreus, can you hear me? Answer me, Zagreus.
I don't know what's going on with you, but I'm prepared to do my part as soon as you're prepared.
It's no use. He can't hear me anymore. I have an incantation to complete and mustn't remain here. From mists of memory, return to Shadow now.
Wait, was that her? What's going on? Melanoi?
Okay, if I forgot...
I should come back to him.
If I forgot to edit out me blowing my nose in that moment, forgive me, but I could not go on any further. It was choking me and it felt so uncomfortable.
I need one more reagent for the dissolution of time, but I won't find it in the Underworld.
Well, we got the message in the last run that we need to start going to the Overworld. We just can't yet.
They were all so happy together, weren't they? And oblivious to the Titan's threat.
But that's why we'll be heading up there in the next episode, thankfully. We should have 2 thalamus grown now.
Ever think maybe we're just not cut out for this, Mel? Me with the haunting, you with the... What are you trying to do again?
I think we're both cut out for both things. I think we're great.
Find the Titan of Time. Punish him for his crimes against my family. Restore the rightful ruler of the Underworld. Hey, you're cut out for haunting, Dora.
Yeah, you have like the best gremlin energy. I bet you'd be an excellent haunter.
Oh, thanks. Just like I'm sure you're cut out for all that other stuff.
I mean, you already kind of have the like the haunter aesthetic going on with how you hold your hands. Actually, you know what? We haven't gotten your keepsake yet, and Dora, you absolutely deserve it for all the support you've given.
This, Dora. To the best haunter in all the Crossroads.
Yeah, she's a Gen 1 haunter with Thunder Punch, Mega Drain, Hypnosis, and Dream and Psychic probably. Pretty strong indeed.
See, I knew you were gonna pull this gift custom thing on me sooner or later, so I have come prepared. Catch.
If I ever out myself as a nerd, I feel like, okay, that's been on the table forever. It's not a surprise at this point, but my goodness, sometimes I just say things that even make me feel a little bit self-conscious. Just a little bit.
For me?
The ghost onion. Thank you, Fedora.
Thank you for waiting.
Thank you for waiting. Thank you.
How far were you able to go last night, Princess? You were gone for some time. I sensed the growing fear and excitement in the air. Even heard some of the rumblings.
Actually, it was a pretty fearless night.
If the rumblings were that I reached the depths of Tartarus, broke into my father's stolen house, confronted Kronos there, and outfought him, then you heard correctly. Hardly a final victory, but still.
I would object to anyone but you diminishing such a victory. Is this not a vitally important component of the task you've been entrusted to complete?
Nope, we were killing time until our plants grew in the garden.
Well, yes it is, but...
I feel like Moros...
Congratulations.
Will this truly come to pass?
Avail your next move.
I feel like Moros might take issue with me saying that. Anyway,
is gone.
We'll go ahead and pick up her trash while she's not here. I just don't want to pick it up while she's watching. I don't want to reward bad behavior. At least not while it's watching.
Numerous are the responsibilities of Hecate, Witch of the Crossroads, unseen watcher between realms, and keeper of the key to pathways hidden even to immortal eyes.
And our headmistress.
All right, let's see any incantations we can get. Exhumed troves. Oh, you know what? Let's go grab our plants and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do. I have a whole bunch of these. Moondust is probably more valuable at this point, and it's 8 of them at once. But we still haven't even finished upgrading our grasp. I think I'll take the Psyche first. Yeah, I can't buy more than 1 at a time. Alrighty, Nem. Hi, it was also you. I saw you.
My dreams, Nem. Your mother was there, and my father. He showed concern for her. She was under the Titan's spell.
Mother Nyx made a mistake in trusting Hades with so much of the Underworld. This realm was never his by right, not till the Fates decided otherwise. Mother worked hard. They were probably just trying to send her help.
Interesting. Seems like Nemesis actually really respects her mom, which is cool. You can't always get a sense of where Nem is in terms of her relationship with others, given she is a nemesis of sorts.
You're saying the Fates granted my father authority over the realm of the dead just to give Nyx a hand with all her responsibilities?
That's right.
Then you should probably be thankful for his help, right? I don't know. It's always
about checking on reports.
It's always an awkward position where
you're a good girl.
You probably have like a routine or a way of doing things, a workflow that you've built up and gotten used to. Forgive me, Kiwi, but I will always maintain that the thalamus looks like a cupcake. Does it not look like a cupcake? Like if I look more closely, I realize that it's not red wrapping paper and it's like weird tendrils, but it's absolutely a cupcake with like vanilla icing and like cherries on top. It also kind of looks like a popcorn kernel, but it does not look like a plant. Anyway. I don't know. It's always a complicated situation when you are in a point of position where you've gotten used to how the powers are delegated, and then you find yourself in a situation where you can delegate those powers elsewhere.
Do let me know if anything's amiss.
Life so often can be miserable, but death hasn't been easy lately either. Cause of the death, plague. I have to read with my left eye closed, or my right eye closed, just to be able to see that text. It's too tiny. All right, here we go. Unraveling a fateful bond. Forestall the effects of your bloodline's ancient life-draining curse that bars you from the surface. The fate stain that those born of the underworld are to be bound there. But that was then, and this is now.
Now, my blood is bound by fate, yet blood runs free. Release me from this realm. Become my key. It is done. Let's try
So,
the surface one more time.
a shame it doesn't end with so moted B, because actually that would have been rhyming B with B, wouldn't it? Anyway, okay, we can't buy that. We don't have enough of the plant. We need a lot of plants for these. But exhumed troves cause locations throughout the underworld to sometimes contain an infernal trove. Riches pilfered from the underworld are now in the Titan's hold, though his grip may be loosened.
The stolen troves of Hades all shall rise.
So the infernal troves...
So moted.
Here it is. There's the so moted B. So the infernal troves are just like in Hades 1. They're a risk-reward system where you can get some extra resources at the cost of having to do another wave of enemies. And the faster you kill them, the more resources you get from that trove. We've got the axe. I feel like the axe is risky for a surface run for me. Let's see. What are our aspects that are available? We don't have wool, so I can't do that. Momus, not feeling it. Melanois, I guess we could do, but these are both overworld things that we need. Aspect of... Ooh, okay, you know what? We are going to take the axe because we are going to take my favorite aspect. Or I could do aspect of Melanois and just have an easy run. I think let's do the aspect of Charon.
Grant me the aspect of Charon.
Wait, who?
Skelly says, wait, who? Alright, we can upgrade that, and... Alright, we'll go ahead and... Like I said, I'm gonna level up them up one per run. So if it's not max level, it means we still have more runs to do on it before we're satisfied. And that way, I spread my testaments around the around things and don't like commit them all to one thing at a time. That said, who do we want early? We probably want Apollo, who I never got the keepsake of. So next best option, oh, you know what? Actually, we want Poseidon. Poseidon has a really good boon for this build. So I'll explain how Aspect of Charon works in the next episode. Let's call it a night for now.
You found us after all. Do you ever miss it, Commander? Your time in service to the House of Hades, training my brother, holding a position of high honor there.
Oh, 'twas a glorious time for sure. But I would not have earned my post if I kept crying about the past like a little baby. I'm all about the here and now.
That is very Skelly of you.
What we used to have is gone. The other servants of the house. You must have some concern for them, at least.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Come on, they're gods. They'll probably be fine.
I called it. Skelly is such an upbeat fellow. He never feels bad except for like very specific, short-lived instances of dialogue where then he's like, haha, I'm kidding.
Have faith in him for me.
We will always salute the good shade and pet the good boys. That is just the rule of the good Hades RNG. All right, Kiwi, so that's an episode. I am going to go remember to edit out the blowing of my nose that happened when we entered the crossroads because that was nasty. And I hope you're enjoying watching. And if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're sleeping, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you. And in the next one, we're going to play with one of the only axe aspect that I've played and had some modicum of success with, admittedly. Look forward to it. I'm tired. Look forward to it, Kiwi. And I hope you're feeling better when you're watching this. I hope I'm feeling better when you're watching this too. Take care now. I love you.